Okay, we're back with another workout video. Today we're going to do a lower body session and we're going to do some plyometrics. We're going to do a jump session. Today's jump session is going to be on your knees. You're going to jump up onto your feet and you're going to jump over a hurdle, or you can jump over into a box, whatever you have. And then we're going to do a single leg heavy lift. It's going to be Zercher Bulgarian split squats. We're going to work up to like a 5 rep max, and we're going to do some sets there. And then we're going to do some RDLs, heavy RDLs, working on strengthening those hamstrings. That's what's going to be on the cards today. So yeah, we've already done our light intensity plyometrics, which is more like the warm up, just get into it. So we're doing single leg versions today. We're doing hop series. We're doing hops. So we've already done our hops, light ones. Now we're going to go into our medium intense kind of plyometric work. And we're focusing on translating horizontal force into vertical force. So what we're doing with these is we're doing 3 hops forward, then we're going to do a vertical hop up, and we're going to do another 3 hops forward and a vertical hop up. Just trying to translate that horizontal momentum into vertical momentum. And we're going to start off nice and light, and then we're going to gradually increase the intensity until we're doing high intense ones as far as we can horizontally and as high as we can vertically. We're going to do that for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to go into our jump session, which is going to be like 10 to 15 minutes, see how well we're getting on, see how good we're doing. And then we're going to get on to our weight session. So yeah, we're just going to get right into the plyometric work, starting off with a light, medium kind of ones. I'm not trying to get too far with these yet, just gradually increasing that intensity. I think this is a good plyo because like when you're doing running jumps, or if you're like in a sport and you're running to jump for something, you're normally going to be running horizontally, you're going to have to jump up vertically. So that's why I like doing this one, because it's kind of mimicking what you do in sport, kind of very similar. It's not exact because obviously you're running rather than hopping, but I think just getting good at hopping with it is going to help with that transition in the actual sport when you're actually trying to jump and running into a vertical jump, especially single leg. A lot of the time you're running and jumping single leg up to win a header or basketball hoop, whatever you're trying to do. Okay, we're going to do one more set of this kind of intensity, so these are like kind of medium intense. Then we're going to go into the more high intense ones. We're actually trying to jump as far as we can and as high as we can, but we don't want to jump too far where we're too long on the ground to jump up high. We want to be nice and quick when we're making that transition from horizontal into vertical. So don't want to jump too far where we get stuck in the ground, end up taking too long on the ground and not being able to jump nice and quick off the floor. So we want to jump at a distance where we can still be nice and quick and get into that vertical jump nice and quick. Okay, so these are the high intense ones. We're going to go try and jump as far as we can with one jump and then jump up vertically as high as we can at the same time, but still trying to be nice and quick off the floor. Okay, we're on to our jump session now, so we're going to start on our knees, come up to our feet and try and jump over the hurdle. I've never actually done this before, so I don't know how I'm going to get on. It's quite hard getting from your knees up to your feet, but we'll see how we get going. These are difficult, but I like to challenge myself when it comes to jump sessions. I like to do different kind of ones, because normally the only ones I've been doing is like running jumps, trying to jump over a hurdle, like running ones or standing ones. So it's nice to do different kind of variations. Yeah, also when you're on the knees, you're trying to jump up. It's good for like working on that hip extension and being able to like transition from there on over to that jump. It's quite good too. I'm a little bit getting stuck in the ground. I'm not very quick with it yet, so just going to improve it every set, every rep, trying to improve it. Don't know how high we'll get with the hurdle, but I'm not really too fussed about that today. We just want to get into it and see if we can get good at it. Yeah, I just feel like I'm getting stuck in the ground a little bit with these, but I'm just going to keep trying to improve it as we keep going. Yeah, what we try and be nice and reactive, because I think that's what I'm trying to do with this exercise. Trying to get from my knees on my feet, trying to be nice and reactive, be nice and quick, and try and get over the hurdle. But at the moment, we're quite slow in that transition from going from our knees to our feet, and from our feet over the hurdle. Seem to be quite slow in that, so that's what we're trying to work on. We're just going to keep going, see if we can get better each set. Yeah, I'm not very good at this one. I think the reason is because when I'm jumping up from my feet, no, from my knees to my feet, I end up landing on my toes rather than actually landing on my full foot, and I'm not being able to generate as much force to get over the hurdle. So obviously when you land on your toes, you're coming just off your toes, you're not getting as much force as you would if your whole foot's on the floor, and you're managing to produce more force there. So I think that's one of the issues. So we're going to try and land with a more whole foot on the floor approach. The only issue with putting my whole heel on the floor is that I'm spending a little bit too long of a time on the ground. But I think the only way to counter that is if I can make sure I can roll from my heel to my midfoot to my toes off quicker. Just got to try and improve that, and be more reactive with that. But that'll come with time, as I said again. And this is why, that's the reason I actually like this exercise now. Now that I'm doing it, feeling it, I feel like it does help. This exercise will help me better transition from my heel to my midfoot to my forefoot, and then be able to jump over the hurdle. So it's actually a hidden gem in this exercise. I didn't expect that, but yeah, it's actually helped me with that transition, which is what you do in jumping anyway. Most of the time when you're running jumping, you're going to land on the heel, go into the midfoot, onto the forefoot, and then up to jump. So this exercise actually helped with that, which is a hidden benefit of this exercise. That was much better. That one felt good. We're going to do a few more. Got like another 5 minutes, and then we're going to switch up into the Zercher Bulgarians. Not sure why I'm doing this to myself. These are absolutely brutal. We're on to Zercher Bulgarians. We're going to put 80 on. I think I've definitely done 100 before, but I think that was just for 1 or 2 reps. So we're going to put 80 on. We're aiming for 5 reps today. We'll do 5 reps of this. We're going to do 2 more sets after it, but we'll see how this feels. See if we go heavier or lighter, but I think 80 should be fine. They actually felt pretty good, so I'm quite happy. So we're going to go up to 90 kilo for 5 reps. Felt good again, so we're going to continue with 90. They were very hard, but I felt like I could get 5. Probably could have done 6, but that's the sweet spot. I wanted to hit like 1 rep in reserve. So I think this is a perfect way. We're going to do 1 more set, then hit our RDLs. Onto our RDLs today. We've already done 1 set. We're going to go for 5 reps. We've done 100 kilo for 5. We've stuck on 120 we'll go do 5 of these, and then we'll see how we feel. And for some reason, like recently for strength training, I've just felt like 3 sets has been enough for me. Like anything, obviously I do like work-up sets, I do like warm-up sets. I did one warm-up set for RDLs, and then went into my 3 sets of 5. For the Bulgarians, I did 1 warm-up set, and then went into my 3 sets of 5. I've noticed like it's more engagement than anything. Like when I see, sometimes we do like 5 reps, like 5 sets of 5 reps. When I see that on the program, it just kind of makes me less engaged. I'm not looking forward to it, and I don't want to do that. And I don't think I get any more out of it, because by the 5th set, if I'm doing 5 working sets, I feel pretty fatigued, I feel pretty tired. So like normally the last 1 or 2 sets, like they suck and they're not good sets. But when I'm only doing like 3 working sets, well, I normally do 1, 2 or 3 working sets, I feel pretty good. Like I feel more engaged. I actually feel like the sets are good quality. I don't feel like I'm grinding through. I don't feel like tired. And I feel like I get actually a lot more out of the exercise. So that's like my sweet spot for me. I mean, everyone's gonna be different, but you know, sometimes like you don't have to do the perfect program. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I do the scientific way, like, oh yeah, 5 sets of 5 reps is like the scientific way to build the most muscle. Like maybe it is, like I don't know if that's true, I'm just like saying that now. But like even if it was the scientific truth, like I don't want to do it. Like I don't feel engaged with it. And by this final set, I feel pretty crap, fatigued, and don't feel like I'm getting any good reps out of it. But when I'm doing 3 sets, 3 working sets, and I know I'm only doing 3 sets, I'm way more engaged. I feel way more into it, and I feel like I get way more out of it. Don't feel as tired. I feel like I'm getting stronger, and I feel like it's enough as well. Like I still get good reps in. I feel like there's enough volume. I'm still making progress every week or every few weeks. Like it's not like I'm just stagnant. I am making a little bit of progress. So yeah, you've got to find what works for you. I mean, if you don't want to be in the gym for too long, you don't want to be doing 5 sets of 5 reps. You don't have to do that. Like you can come in and do whatever works for you. And for some reason, 3 sets has worked for me, more from an engagement standpoint and more from a mental part. Like it works for me, so that's the reason I do it. And you still get great gains. Like you don't have to do tons and tons of volume sometimes. I mean, I do a lot of jumps, a lot of plyometrics, a lot of sprints, and that's the main training for me for my lower body is that stuff and playing sport. But mainly it's in the gym, like jumps and sprints and plyos are my main lower body stuff, and I just do the weight stuff to supplement that, like the heavy lifting, the accessory work. That's to supplement that work, so I'm more athletic. And just find a way that works good for you is the easiest way. Like, and this has helped me a lot. Just doing 3 sets of 3 sets of 2, 3 sets of 3, 3 sets of 5. I mean, and sometimes I do like doing more sets if I feel good, but I only ever program 3 sets because I know mentally I'll feel better. And if I feel like I want to do an extra set, I'll do an extra set. If I feel good, I'll do it. And I think, again, as I said, you have to auto-regulate it for yourself. Like, if you feel like you want to do more, then do more. But I think programming less sets makes my mind feel better. I know I don't have to do any more. I know if I just get the 3 sets done, I'll be happy. But if I feel like I want to do more, then I will do more. If I feel good, I'll do more. But I know that even if I'm on bad days, I can get through 3 sets of something. I know I can get through that. But sometimes on the bad days, if I'm doing 5 or 6 sets, I don't think I can get through that. Like, I'm not going to do them. I'm going to get bored. I'm not going to get into it, and my session's going to be crap. So I think you got to see what works for you. But for me, doing 3 sets and keeping training enjoyable, engaging is the best way to make training good. So I know doing 3 sets is like all I want to do for strength training. Okay, we're going to do 120, 5 reps. See what we can do. RDL's never something I've went too heavy on. I always just stick to 100 normally. I have done 134 before, but I think I did that for only 1 rep. So 120 for 5. It's not actually that amazing, but that feels good for me because I haven't done it that well. I haven't actually focused on it before, so happy with that. Maybe I will start focusing on it a little bit more because it's also a great exercise for hamstring, obviously, and for the glutes. And this is a great hinge. It's one of the best hinges you can do. So, yeah, we'll take that for now. We're going to do 1 more set, and then that'll be us for the day. Okay, that is us done with this session. All in all, it was a good session. The jump session, the time jump session wasn't amazing. I don't know if I really like those jumps and these to stand in and then jump, but maybe someone's just not good at it, and when you suck at something you don't enjoy it as much. But the more you do it, as the reps went on, I did feel a little bit better. I felt like I was working out how to do it well, which I guess is actually a good thing. And I think I enjoyed it because it helped me roll better through my whole foot. Like, 'cause I'd land on my heel, and I know that I didn't want to get stuck in the ground, so I had to roll well through my heel to my midfoot to my toe off, and I had to jump over. So I knew I had to do that well to make it a good exercise. So they helped me in that sense, but didn't jump very high with it. But I guess that's just because I suck at the exercise. But yeah, it's fine. And the plyometrics are good. I enjoy doing those plyometrics where it's like transition horizontal force into vertical force. I think that's so important in sports. It's something you do all the time when you're running and jumping. So that's why I like doing them, especially single leg version, because a lot of the time you are jumping off one leg. So I like them ones. And then Zercher Bulgarians are brutal. They are one of the hardest exercises you'll ever do. Worked up to 90 kilo for 5 reps. Pretty happy with that. I have done 100 before, but I'll take that for today. But yeah, that felt good. And the RDLs, 120 for 5 is fine. It's not amazing. It's nothing special, but feels good again. Good stretch, good strength and hamstrings. And hopefully next few weeks we'll improve upon that. But yeah, overall good session. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.